Kevin Owens, The Fiend Bray Wyatt, and now Gunther. You're next! Yes, unless your name is Patrick Star and you've been living under a rock, the news is true, the rumors are no more. The man, Bill Goldberg, is back in the WWE, and fans are not happy about it. While I say fans are not happy about it, a big section of fans, especially online, are not happy about it. We saw how the live crowd reacts and always do react to Goldberg. They seem very happy to see him, probably due to the fact that the WWE crowd now is a lot of parents taking their kids to the arenas instead of before. It used to be a lot of teenage crowds and early 20s crowds. So of course the nostalgia's there for the parents, but we're here to talk about this because it's much anticipated and it's here now. Saturday night main event, Goldberg, Gunther, WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. I'm a little bit confused about a few things. I think it's been done pretty poorly. I think there's an overreaction, but then also there's a valid reason for an overreaction. I feel like Goldberg is a bit disrespected in some terms, but then I can see the reasons why the disrespect is kind of there for his character anyway. I feel like when people talk about Goldberg personally, I've not seen anything that Goldberg's done over the years to piss anybody off apart from Bret Hart, and it will stay that way. So Goldberg returns on Raw. Gunther cuts his promo in the ring. He actually mentions Goldberg. Goldberg comes out. He tells him, remember what you did a few months back. Tried to embarrass me in front of my family, and now Gunther, you're next. This is where a few problems come in straight away. First of all, they've slated it for Saturday night's main event, which is fine. Although you have SummerSlam on the horizon, so that doesn't make much sense. The news came out that the reason why Jay lost his title was for Gunther to have this title to go against Goldberg. Doesn't make much sense considering this doesn't need a title, and also unless Goldberg is going to win the title, what would be the need to put the strap on Gunther for this match? Saturday night's main event isn't, so it's a bit weird. Now it's in Atlanta, Georgia, which is Goldberg's hometown. The confusion comes with me is they're not mentioning retirement match in this. So does this mean that he just walks off into the sunset? Because as you know, in the WWE, most people don't get these slated retirement matches where we already know about it. They just kind of go off into the distance, and then sometimes they return 20 years, 15 years later. We've already got John Cena do a retirement tour, so I don't know if you have two retirements running at the same time. Not to mention both wasn't active wrestlers, but Goldberg's really not active when it comes to the WWE. I think where the trouble comes in with the fans, that we could go back a lot further, but I don't really want to do that because we had an issue, and the first time I saw the major issue was when he beat The Fiend, somebody who was up and coming and doing great work in the WWE. I think for me, Goldberg probably represents to WWE fans doesn't like. The hardcore pro wrestling fan doesn't like. You heard Karrion Kross mention what Goldberg had said to him and his reaction to it. I think he represents the fact that one, they feel like he doesn't put enough into the craft of pro wrestling. With all due respect to him, his talent in the ring is very minimal. He doesn't require much apart from strength to what he does. There's nothing technical about what he does in the ring. They've seen bad matches over the years. They've seen him nearly kill The Undertaker. They've seen him return and get title shots and win when he shouldn't have. Kevin Owens, The Fiend. None of his matches seem to go past a certain threshold. I think apart from the two Bobby Lashley matches, which was like 7 and 11 minutes, the rest of them are 6 minutes and under. Out of the last 5 matches he's had, he's lost about 4 of them if you include the Royal Rumble. I think he lost to Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam, and then he beat Bobby Lashley at Crown Jewel, which that match actually at Crown Jewel was a good match. Like, if you go back and watch that match, there was nothing terrible. If that's the same one when he speared Bobby Lashley off the stage, that wasn't a bad match at all. It was good. It was no holds barred. We had him against Roman Reigns. Roman defeated him. I think he represents that, and I think he also represents from the fans, and this isn't Goldberg's fault. He's 58 at this point in his career. He's the same age as Kane. He's 2 years older than Batista. So I think the old bird thing is a bit washed out. I feel like people use it against him that he's old, but there's wrestlers who he's an older gentleman. Most of the people around his age are not being used in the WWE anymore. The ones that will get used sparingly or over the years, people like Ric Flair and such like that, they are like the ultimate pinnacle of pro wrestling. And then I just think the fact that we're going into a new era where people want to see the younger talent get pushed, and they can see opportunity for a younger talent of Gunther's age or younger to take on to have a great match at Saturday night main event and get pushed. But it feels like WWE always go back to the well of the legends or the older superstars. Now there's two things there. One thing is that the current talent aren't getting stuff done, But then it's also the current talent aren't getting the chance to do stuff, to get stuff done. I'll put a poll in this video, and I think it's going to be an overwhelming answer. Would you rather Karrion Kross take on Gunther with a storyline built, of course, or would you rather see Bill Goldberg back? I just feel like he's the, if there was a sign, if there was a logo, what, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I would say that Goldberg doesn't beat Gunther. Considering you just took the title off Jay, doesn't make much sense. You would say that it's gonna be his retirement match, but the fact they're not mentioning it leaves the things few open for me. I don't know what's going on there. I hope they don't do that, because I feel like it will be the end. This is where you'll see complete rage if Goldberg wins this match. I would personally have this match that Gunther just beats the shit out of him. I would have Gunther beat the shit out of him. The way this, I've seen Gunther posted already. I think I've got 3 minutes for you. I think Gunther should beat the shit out of him. I saw how Goldberg was walking out the arena on Raw. His legs didn't look stable. He had a bit of a hobble. He already said online about his rotator cuff. This could end bad, not in terms of just quality of match, but in terms of health. Gunther's a great wrestler, but he can't account for a botched jackhammer that ends up dropping him on his head or hurting Goldberg himself. He's obviously got a spear in him, of course. I don't know. I'd have Gunther to destroy him. I'm trying to see blood. I'm trying to see pure destruction. Or you had Gunther beat him clean, and then he tries to destroy him after the match, and maybe that's where Goldberg gets his licks back and gets a jackhammer on him or spear, and then gets the hobble out with Gabe. That's about it. Then he can walk off with his son, head held high. He didn't win the title, but at least he got to spear Gunther, and he's in Atlanta in his hometown, and it goes great. This surely can't stretch past this match, because as I said, he doesn't look very healthy. Body-wise, he's in shape and that stuff, but his legs don't look healthy. If it does stretch past this and we're going into SummerSlam, then the question would be, why didn't you just build up a story and make it for SummerSlam anyway? It's 2 nights. They could fit it in. I don't know, man. Maybe Seth cashes in. Who knows? I mean, your boy Savage, comment, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think in the comment section. You're next!